Oh, hi there. I'm just tasting the sweet, sweet nectar of victory. Nuts has been indicted on 6 charges for his fake hate crime. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Because for a year, I've been saying he's guilty of faking a hate crime. And he should pay his fine. When everyone says jail time, it's like, yeah, sure. But to me, he should just pay the fine, apologize, and move the fuck on. But see, people like Jussie play the game of, why couldn't you believe me? Is it because you're against black people? You're against gay people? You don't respect us. Here's my thing. I respect everybody for who they are, how they live, as long as you don't push your narrative on me. Leave me the fuck out of your life. As long as you living happy and healthy, I ain't got no problem with you. It's when you try to fit a narrative to a situation that you fake, or a situation that could only benefit you and not your cause, that's when I step in. And Jussie had a whole slew of black people at his defense. And when I, way back when, in February, came out with a number of videos, some that even stretched to this year, about how, hey, this is looking pretty dicey for him. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking particularly good for Jussie. Oh, I'm against black people. I'm against gays. I'm against the system. I want to see a black man torn down. I want people to own up to the dumb shit when they get caught. There are people who hear this news about him being indicted again and will sit there and tell people like me to get over it. Will tell people like me he's innocent. So when I found out, by the way, thank you to everybody in the comments who was bombarding me while I was busy talking about to him, oh, you need to do the video. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's like, I'm not mad at y'all for doing it. It's just, I'm hurt. Y'all feel like I wouldn't do it. Are y'all crazy? Avocado, Yellow, Kate, Mona Lee. That's the three offhand, because they were around when I did do them. So they got a couple more, but those are the ones I know of by name. I want to take a second. Let's flip this narrative for the black people only. All the white people, step aside. You believe this man. Fair point. But when evidence comes up, you should at least be able to question if you still believe him. That is also fair. When everything came out, the camera footage, the 2 brothers saying that, hey, we took part in this, no evidence to support an actual hate crime, the fact that this was done in the snow, everything. You couldn't have sat there for a year saying he's innocent and then just walking on your merry way. You had to have a reason other than he's black, he's gay, he's on my C-list favorite TV show. But let's say that you did believe and you want people like me to shut up about it. Do me a favor. Look at Jussie Smollett and then change his skin color to white. There would be a bigger reaction from black people. That everything I would be saying, the rest of the black community would say 10 times more, because they're so focused on the white people doing the criminal shit that when a black person does it, it just doesn't matter. They only want justice for the white people. They don't give a fuck about the black people being rightfully dealt with the right way. And whether you like it or not, this was the right way to handle this. This was no injustice. This was no tearing down a black man. This was no tearing down a system. This was what it was. And the fact that even still, even when he's indicted again, after a special prosecutor was picked to look the whole thing over, this wasn't something that he did in 2 days and said, come back into court. I think this took months. If I'm trying to remember if it was either August, September, or October, the special prosecutor Dan Webb was announced to look over the case. This wasn't some spur of the moment decision. I believe Dan Webb looked at everything about it, except the new information, because apparently he wasn't supposed to get any new information from anybody. That man looked at that case and said, yeah, you need these new charges. You need to be indicted again. That's not racism. That's not tearing down black people. That's not tearing down gays. That's somebody looking at this gay dude manipulating the people to fit his narrative because he wants 15 more minutes of fame because this C-list TV show sucks. People like Smuggle Nuts and people who support people like Smuggle Nuts aggravate the fuck out of me, because they'll sit there and just hang on to a lie, no matter how long it is, and they'll die on that lie. And I'm not talking about the people who are doing it as a joke. There are genuine people who believe this man innocent. It's time to shut that shit the fuck up. He's gonna have to do all this over again. They're going back in court at the end of February on the 24th. This is all gonna be done again. Because this dude sat there and got his case dropped by another person who believes that, hey, take one for the team. And everybody got caught up with it. So, Smuggle Nuts, I have no sympathy for you. Kim Fox, I have no sympathy for you. Everybody who supports this type of shit, I have no sympathy for you. I've said it before, I say it again. If I'm gonna chastise a white dude for the stupid shit he does, I'm also chastise a black dude for the stupid shit he does. And I'll ask it, even though there's no point to it now. But I'm fair. I'll ask, if there's so much evidence to prove him guilty, where is the evidence of proof? I'll see y'all in the next one. See y'all on the 24th for more Smuggle Nuts.